Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
That's it?
Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Let me tell you how I'm doing. I'm doing fucking fantastic.
Oh, I love starting off the day with a nice swear word in there.
Now, typically, we don't start the show with a hook unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, that's why I wondered why you brought it in.
Let me tell you, last night, softball league, I play for a team called the Ratz.
I love that name.
Let me tell you, we were represented last night. Walk-off fashion, down 5 in the last inning, grand slam to tie it up. And then, of course, a walk-off homer. We crush game 1, and then game 2, we kick ass. Defensive stop at the end. Everybody steps up. Holy hell. I had a blast last night, let me tell you guys. Oh, man, I wish Terry and Maddie were here to celebrate with me. I'm going to kill them both.
That's probably why they're not here, because they celebrated with you last night.
I am a responsible individual. Fish. Having said that,
just because you're responsible doesn't mean you can't
so I hit my first dinger of the season yesterday, by the way.
Oh,
just
nice.
FYI.
Was it a home run or a grand slam?
That's what a dinger is, buddy. It's a home run.
I was asking if it was a grand slam.
No,
or if it's,
it was just a standard home run.
Okay.
Felt really damn good. Hit pretty well yesterday. Feeling good.
Good.
More games tonight. So let me just start with this, Alex. If you could put the rip. Well, we'll get to it later.
What?
No, we'll get to it later. We got to talk about the Tigers. What am I doing? Let's actually start the show. We got the Tigers sweeping the Cleveland Guardians.
Yes.
Tigers are back. Tigers are back. Let me tell you guys. They're not back. 10 games out of the wild card spot.
Yeah.
9.5 out of the division. You can't start 9-24 and win or go through moments of the season when you're winning games and have anybody take you seriously. It's just not how it works. One of the more frustrating things I've come to learn about this baseball team is the pitching has been consistent. It's been solid. It's really been the best part of the Tigers all season. But now you're seeing the bats come alive. Riley Green is already this team's best player.
Yep. Easily.
And let me tell you why that's so concerning. Jamer Candelario, Javi Baez, 39-year-old Miguel Cabrera, but he's your second best player. And then you have a rookie who's your best player. And then your other rookie, who was the number 1 overall pick, is just struggling. And no, you don't send him to the minors. He needs to figure it out. But what in the hell is this? What in the hell is this? You sweep the Cleveland Guardians. Okay, that was impressive. You open up against the Sox tonight. By the way, they're a 205 underdog. Plus 205 if you want to get on that betting line. I think that's a fair deal. But 4-game win streak. Feeling good. But the team is what it is. So we saw this last year, right? They had multiple winning months down the stretch. They won a lot of series down the stretch last year. But it didn't matter because of their slow start. And no, this is not a constructed team where you're feeling so good about it and they're going to go on a 20-win out of 28, 30 games. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But it's at least a positive sign. Positive sign is... I want to know what you guys think at home, of course. So what the hell is Riley Green? Fantastic player. Good start to his career so far. Not going to overwhelm you with power, but gets on base, whether it's a walk, whether it's a simple single. Guy gets on base. You got to love that in a player. And I love that they're batting him so early in the lineup. I think that's super beneficial to the team. So there are parts I can like about the Detroit Tigers, but the reality is they suck. And what's today? July 7th, Fish.
Yes, July 7th. Thursday.
July 7th. We're still doing a show. Kyrie Irving is somehow still in the league. Russell Westbrook still can't hit threes.
Both of those will always be in the league.
Yeah. The NHL Draft is tonight, and
It
somehow,
is.
some way, Avila is still the GM of the Detroit Tigers.
And will be for several years.
And that's terrifying to me, Fish. That's terrifying. You guys at home, this is your sports teams, right?
No.
You tell me what the line is. You tell me what line needs to be crossed for Avila to be shipped out of town. Now I know. Well, Adam, that's on Chris Ilitch. All right, that's fair. That's extremely fair. Not much I can say to that other than I don't know what else this guy could do to prove that he's just not the GM for the job. And what are we, 9 days? 10 days away. We're 10 days away from the MLB draft. Are you ready? I'm not. I'm not. What are we going to do? Draft another high school pitcher? Huh? Maybe he'll show up in 4 years. 5 years. Maybe. Hey, but, at least the farm system will look good, right? People love to brag about their farm system. I love it. Man, this farm, the farm that we've put together under
incredible.
Avila
It's one of the best in the
incredible.
league.
It's much better than what we ever had under Dave Dombrowski. You know what you had under Dave Dombrowski? I don't know, something called winning the Central, winning in the ALDS, winning in the ALCS, and getting to a World Series.
Yeah, getting to it, yeah.
Guys, you can brag about the farm system. Avila can brag about his analytics team, his scouting department, which, by the way, has failed this team over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Your player development is something that needs to be questioned. Not because Candelario wasn't a good player last year. I believe he led the majors in doubles, if I'm correct. Candelario had a good season. The problem is Avila is making decisions on players based on their extreme their extreme high-performance season, not what they've been all their careers. See, you can take my best season and my worst season, and neither define me. You got to find somewhere in the middle, on average, what I am, what I project to be. And Jeimer Candelario is nowhere near what Avila thought he was. Now, did I think the Austin Meadows trade was a good one? Yes, I did. I still think it was. The failure with Isaac Paredes isn't the trade. The failure is the inability for your organization to identify talent and groom it. And understand that Candelario having won, again, you're relying on Grossman, all these guys to replicate what they did last year. Even Meadows, to an extent, you're relying to replicate last year. When are we going to stop talking about last year? When are we going to start talking about a team that's actually producing? Or a GM that's going out and making trades that you actually are winning? When have you ever won a trade under Avila? I'll wait.
Never.
Never is the answer. Good job, Fish. Crushing it.
By the way, the Guardians aren't a bad team.
No, they're not.
So we beat a semi-good team. So we should
No.
praise the Tigers.
You got to
for
give
that.
them credit. It was a 4-game sweep. It's good to see them put together a string of games where they're playing good baseball. Mm-hmm. That doesn't change the fact that for the majority of the season, you have sucked.
Suck balls.
You have been teetering between 13 and 17 games under 500. We are not talking about a contender right now. Hookah Day, what is the occasion? The occasion is my amazing softball team and my
Ratz.
great teammates showed out last night. Swept Ronnie Berry's meets, by the way. Ronnie, this one's for you, buddy.
Wait, is that a real team, Ronnie Berry's meets?
That's for all you 40-year-olds last night. They got your asses kicked. They were so mad. They were the better team, too. We won the first game 23-22. walk-off fashion.
Is that a baseball game or a football game?
Softball.
Well, it doesn't sound like a softball
That's how
score.
softball games work.
Okay.
And then the second game, we won 15-14. Buddy, they were down 2 in the final inning. They had the opportunity to win the game. They had an opportunity. And you know what they did? They choked on a fat dick.
Oh, boy.
That's what they did. And our defense stepped the hell up. It felt great. So, to Ronnie Berry, Smeets, shout out. Congratulations, you got your asses kicked yesterday. Oh, that felt so good. Don't worry, I'll make sure the next time we play you guys, we'll bring brooms to remind you that you got swept by the Ratz. Fantastic night last night, buddy. You know what we're going to do next week? We're going to have our team out there. We're going to have our video team out there.
Oh.
And we're going to record these games.
When do you play? Wednesdays?
Wednesdays.
Okay.
What about Trace Thompson, who we traded to the Dodgers for like 100? Yeah. All right, look, about the Trace Thompson thing. I don't think he's a 152 game a year major leaguer who's going to bat 300. That's not the case with Trace. He's having a good stretch right now. Good for him. That was kind of pre-planned. That was already done. I'm not even going to acknowledge it. I don't think that's a top 5, top 6 player on any given team in baseball. So I'm not even going to get upset about that. Adam, bring your squad. I'll bring mine. We'll show you what a good softball team looks like.
Sounds like a challenge.
Abe, I would highly recommend. Adam, have you ever been rejected or rejected? I think you meant ejected. Have you ever been ejected from a baseball game?
That doesn't surprise me.
Only twice, though, right? One, the ump was a piece of you-know-what.
There we go.
He had it coming. All right? I threw at him. I did. I won't lie. I was a high school kid. Strike zone. It's not hard. Have one. Be consistent. Don't call a strike for the opposing team.
Okay, every umpire has a different strike zone.
That's the problem. Umpires, they all think it's a different way. Drives me nuts.
No, the problem is the player's not asking the ump, what's your zone? And the ump probably won't tell you.
You can't turn around in the box and say, hey, ump, what's the zone here? And then he sits there and tells you, well, I don't know. I'm kind of going, calling it as I see it. Oh, well, thanks, ump. You're doing a hell of a job.
But you know throughout the game what he's calling. If it's outside the zone in the first inning and you step up to the plate in the 6th, he's probably going to call a strike outside zone, so I'm swinging at anything outside the zone.
Yeah. BS. Adam, what flavor is the hookah? I believe this is tangerine mint.
Do you have any other flavors, by the way? I feel like that's...
Grape mint is a favorite. Today is tangerine. Last time was grape.
Oh, you had grape last time.
Yeah,
so
grape is my go-to.
So you always put an orange on the top then?
Yes. Okay. It's called an orange head. Okay. Right? You put the tobacco in the orange head.
Yep.
Put the aluminum foil, staple around it.
Yep.
Poke the holes.
Okay.
Charcoal on top.
Yep.
And here we are smoking on the morning.
Yeah.
So we're having a good start to the morning show. When we get back, Baker Mayfield traded to the Carolina Panthers.
Browns have no quarterbacks, by the way.
The Browns have no quarterbacks. They made the right decision. They did.
Well,
and I'm going to give, you know what? I often never, ever praise the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to tell you why the Cleveland Browns have a window next season. Not this season, but next season to be in the AFC Championship game. We'll get to that in a little bit. But before we do, I got to tell you about where you should be working out every day, and that's at Planet Fitness. For $0 down, $10 a month. Get started today. Your home of the judgment-free zone. Your fitness is essential. Start today. $0 down, $10 a month. Visit any Planet Fitness in the Metro Detroit area near you. And, of course, visit planetfitness.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Good morning, everybody. We're back. Baker Mayfield traded to the Carolina Panthers. Let's start with the trade. I think it's a good move. Carolina, I believe, upgraded at quarterback. They made the right decision. Matt Rule's trying to save his ass. A team that started 3-0 last year, couldn't get out of their own way in terms of injuries. A team that I think could finish second in the division this year behind Tampa. I don't think they're good enough to beat Tampa, but in an NFC, you're looking at an 8-win, 9-win team sneaking into the wild card. Matt Rule's looking to save his job. Having said that, I'm going to move off the Carolina Panthers, and I'm going to focus first on the Cleveland Browns and then the Detroit Lions. And I'll tell you why the Detroit Lions are involved in this. First, the Cleveland Browns. The Browns this year, with a Deshaun Watson, let's say projected, to be suspended for the entire season. What does that mean? I want to remind you of the San Francisco 49ers the year before their Super Bowl run. Jimmy Garoppolo goes down early. He's out for the entire season, and they suck. I believe they only won 3 games that year. They draft Nick Bosa. The following year, the team's healthy. The quarterback comes back. Super Bowl. I believe the Cleveland Browns can do the same thing. Pick in the top 3, top 5 this year. Just suck, Cleveland. Just suck it up for 1 year. Stefanski, suck it up. 1 year, you're going to suck. And if you go after the kid out of Bama at linebacker, that'd be a nice addition. That would be nice. That would help your defense a ton. And then next year, you're rolling in with Deshaun Watson, Myles Garrett, Anderson, and a stout defense, a stable offense. You've got something, Cleveland. I think Cleveland could make a run at an AFC title game next season. Not this one, but for sure the next. They're a team to me that looks like a last to first place kind of team. Deshaun Watson doesn't play this year. Jacoby Brissett, they're a 5-win team at best. You need quarterbacks to win in the NFL. You don't believe me? Go look at Bill Belichick's record without a quarterback. Sean McVay. Kyle Shanahan is a perfect example. But what does all this mean for the Detroit Lions? Well, unfortunately, I do have the professional and I would just say the professional privilege to work with some brilliant people here at the Woodward Sports Network. Sometimes not so brilliant. One of the times not so brilliant is one requesting Baker Mayfield to Detroit. Thank God that's done and over. I never have to talk about that again. So let's do a round of applause this morning for everybody that wanted Baker Mayfield in Detroit. Go fuck yourselves.
Who requested that?
We're going to hand out a ton this morning. We're going to hand out a ton, so be ready, Fish.
Well, wait, hold on. Who requested that?
Tom Mazaway.
There we go. Yep.
Ryan Armani, I believe.
Call people out.
Right. And now we're going to move on to the Sam Darnold to Detroit train, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Lions should pursue Sam Darnold as a backup option. Mm-hmm. A round of applause this morning.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves. All right? We're not dealing with this. All right? Jared Goff is the quarterback of this team. Jared Goff in his career has proven that he starts a majority of all his games. Rarely is he injured. Yes, last season he missed a few games. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Most of his career, he's been polished and always healthy. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything other than Jared Goff is the starting quarterback for this football team this season. The offensive line, the receivers, the improvement that the team has made in the off seasons prior have all led up to this moment where you will find out this year whether or not you have a head coach. And also, more importantly, whether or not you need to rush into getting a franchise quarterback. Now, if you have the opportunity to get your guy, you grab him. Case in point, Kansas City, Houston a long time ago with Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Buffalo, number 7 overall. You can find your guy. All I ask of you, Detroit, is to allow Jared Goff to be the quarterback this year, even if he sucks. Because if he sucks, well, then your team will suck. And that'll position you to get a franchise quarterback. Now, do I expect Jared Goff to suck? I don't. I actually think he's going to have a good season. I believe Dan Campbell is going to have a good season. Ben Johnson going to prove he's one of the up-and-coming offensive minds in the game. I think you have a lot of good things going your way, Detroit. And I think one of them also is having Jared Goff. My definition of a perfect bridge quarterback. Yes, perfect bridge quarterback. A guy that you are not committed to in the future. I don't want to hear, well, Adam, Brad Holmes, he was part of the team and the staff that selected Jared Goff. He's in love with him. He wants it to work. Don't you want it to work? I would love Jared Goff to go out and win 9-10 games this year. I would love it. I would love it if he won the division the following year. That doesn't change the fact that he's not a franchise quarterback anymore. He just isn't. Now, can he be similar to Jimmy Garoppolo over the last few years for San Francisco, for Detroit? Wait and see. But that is it. He's not Justin Herbert. He's not Joe Burrow. He's none of that. And if you can accept that, well, then we can move on and have a good conversation. Because the good conversation I have right now is you have a top 5 offensive line. Ideally, in a perfect world, TJ Hawkinson and DeAndre Swift are healthy for an entirety of the season. And you will enjoy watching this football team. Ideally. Amon-Ra St. Brown going into year 2. Jameson Williams coming off ACL injury. DJ Chark, a free agent signing. Granted, not moving the needle. But, again, you have a young, offensive-minded play caller who I think is going to show out this season. So, feeling really good about that. I like the direction the team is heading in. And more importantly, I am in a non-committal relationship with Jared Goff. What does that mean? Well, what it means is, let's put it into real-life perspective. Let's say you're dating this man or woman that you like, and you guys just fuck. No commitment. No dating. No living with each other.
You just decide.
Maybe you rent an apartment together.
You just decide, hey, let's go on the bed.
But you're in a non-committal relationship. There's no ring involved. There's no commitment. You're both your own individual free selves. You get to live and do as you please.
How does it start? It just starts with, hi, my name is this,
no, you
and
just
your
pull
name
down
is
your
that.
pants. That's how it gets started, buddy. Or she does it for you. One of the two. All right? Westfall knows what I'm talking about. Westfall is the king of non-committal relationships.
Wow.
That guy in that booth over there is Mr. PIMP at this network. Having said that, with Jared Goff, if he does well for you and he gives you a good fuck this year, well, then you keep him around for the next year. If he isn't good, well, then you got to move on. And even if he's not good and you're not ready to move on because you have some things tied up, or you're not ready to move on, well, then you have him under contract, and he can be your bridge quarterback, and you can go after your franchise quarterback. Come on, guys. Come on. I think the Baker Mayfield trade in general is good for Carolina. I think it's good for Cleveland, and I'm happy that Detroit, even though I think it's stupid that they were ever linked with Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold, I'm glad this is over and done with. Take a deep breath. And also, may I remind all of you, no, Carolina's not going to trade Sam Darnold because Baker Mayfield has been injured in the past. Granted, he's played through injury, and you could say that's part of the reason why maybe Cleveland gave up on him, even though I think that's a bit ridiculous. The truth is Baker Mayfield is just not a franchise quarterback. The truth is Baker Mayfield is just average, above average. That's what Jimmy Garoppolo is, Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill, Jared Goff. Those are above average quarterbacks when they're on their day. But there are not guys you're tying a 12, 13-year commitment to. That's not a person you're putting a ring on for the next 10 to 12, 14 years like you would with Justin Herbert, like you would with Matthew Stafford, like you would with Joe Burrow, like you would with any of the guys that are at the top of the league. Anthony Hurley says, Fish has never had a friends with benefit situation. Is that true, Fish?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, why? I don't know why. I mean,
I'm asking.
You could just see based on my looks.
I think you're a sexy-looking dude.
No, I appreciate that, but no one's going to come to me. They're going to come to me just, I don't know, for nothing. I don't have many friends either. You guys know that. I've told you that for years. Why do you think I went to Canada by myself? Why did I go?
You got to go out with me, buddy.
I'm scared to. No.
No. It won't be anything bad. I promise. I'll show you a good time. I won't make you drink or smoke or anything. I promise. Let's just go out and have a good time. I promise you, you will come across or stumble across somebody that'll fuck your brains out. Oh, God. Well, look, this is what happens when you leave me alone for a whole show. So get used to this. I'm not changing.
I like that. Don't change. Never. You tell me to never change. I tell you to never change. That made no sense. Anyways.
Average quarterback means he's ranked between 16th. Means he's ranked 16th. Goff hasn't been ranked 20th or higher for 3 years. See, Duran, that is the problem. Goff, you're being dramatic. Goff was a top 16 quarterback his final year with the Rams. Yes, he struggled. He was a top 16 quarterback. There weren't 15 quarterbacks better than him. There aren't 18 quarterbacks better than him back then. And he played very well. He actually played at an elite level statistically down the stretch last season. And I am not a Jared Goff guy. I don't need to be. I need to be a what's best for the Detroit Lions guy. And what's best is he's lining up at quarterback this season, and you make a call at the end of the year whether you're getting your franchise guy in the upcoming draft or the draft after. May I remind you, by the way, may I remind all of you, excuse me, I need to make a phone call.
Okay.
Hey, Brad Holmes, how are you, man? Question for you. Tell me I'm stupid. Don't you guys have 2 first-round picks this year? Oh, wait, you do. Thank you, Brad. Have a good day. If Brad Holmes can trade up 20 spots in the NFL draft for swapping first and second-round picks and acquiring a 3rd pick, what the hell you think he's going to do with 2 first-round picks if his quarterback is available and his quarterback that he wants is in this draft class? If the quarterback Brad Holmes wants is in this draft, and there's a possibility he can move up to get him, he'll trade the Lions pick, the Rams pick, a future pick, a future pick. He'll do whatever it takes. And you'll be okay. Welcome to the NFL. Spielman out in Minnesota was a fantastic talent evaluator, a very good GM. You know what his problem was? He never got the head coach right. He never got the quarterback right. Kirk Cousins is okay. He's not a franchise quarterback. That's what you need to win in this league, guys. If you want to keep your job, you need to win. Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, let's call it what it is. Right now, if you are Brad Holmes sitting in your office, do you believe you have your head coach and your quarterback? I would say with your head coach, you don't know, he's unproven. I would say with your quarterback, you know what he is. Maybe you can squeeze out every little bit of him before he's done. But you have a few years left on his contract. You're chilling. You have a bridge option. Having said that, we're going to go to break. When we get back, what 3 games should be protected for both Michigan and Michigan State? We'll get to that in a little bit. But before we do, I got to tell you about the Mulligan. Brought to you by Gypsy Vodka, the ultimate drink, whether to have with myself on the golf course or if you're hanging out with Fish at the strip club. I mean, you guys do whatever you want. You drink as you please. Iced tea, lemonade, 8% alcohol, Gypsy Vodka, the Mulligan, a fantastic drink. Make sure you try it. Find it at a local golf course near you or at TotalWine.com. And as always, please drink responsibly.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Ciabattas, summer salads, and dip shakes. All at Big Boy. Try a chicken club, chicken cordon bleu, or sunrise ham and cheddar. All on our grilled ciabatta bread. Or keep it light with our Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, or Greek salad. And don't forget to cool off with a frosty hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer just got better.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
And we are back here on the Morning Woodward Show, now joined by the man, Terry Foster. Good morning, Terry.
Dude, I have an automatic wake up. I don't need an alarm clock or anything. It didn't work this morning. And I woke up and I said, you know what? I don't have anything to do today. So I'm laying down for a couple more minutes and said, oh shoot, I do have something to do. I have to come watch Adham smoke out of is that a grapefruit or an orange?
That's an orange.
Dropping everything.
Now, why are you smoking that? Did something great happen yesterday?
Yeah,
they fired Avila?
No,
If Avila gets fired, we're going to have strippers on this table. I'm just going to give you guys a fair warning. The day that happens, there will be strippers, cigars, booze, you name it. It'll be here.
I like strippers. Ever tell you I told you one of my stripper stories.
You have several.
You told me a lot of stripper stories.
Drew Sharp almost got killed by a stripper.
That's right.
That's the classic.
Right.
And then one time we went to the strip club because I had a friend who would get depressed now and then.
Oh, that's sad.
He'd have to go to the strip club and we'd go with him. And so I had this woman give me a lap dance. She's cutie pie. We're just having a good time. And
Can I give you a lap dance? Because you call me cutie pie all the time.
If you were a woman.
All right.
I've never had a male lap dance. But anyway, she looks at me. She says, Mr. Foster? I'm like, yeah. I said, who are you? She said, you did a story on me when I was in high school. I'm like, oh my God.
Boy.
I was so embarrassed. But yeah, it was.
Hey man, listen, we all meet each other in different worlds, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I think she. What did she
Realities.
play? I think she played basketball
Good for her.
in Macomb County. I'm saying.
Was she good at basketball?
Well, she was playing with basketballs for a living, so.
Well, and then she was playing with me. She was playing softball. But no, she wasn't great. She didn't play in college. Or anything.
You wrote a story, so she was obviously
I wrote a
somewhat
story.
good.
She had to be decent,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about in the grand scheme of things. Was she like a real baller? She was a good high school player, but not great.
So she didn't
was
go
good
to
enough
college?
for me to write a story on her.
Did she go to college?
She went. That's why she was stripping, so she could pay for college. Well, that's what she claimed. But she didn't play in college.
Okay.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, Terry, we're talking Michigan State. What, 3 games should be protected for both schools? But, little caveat.
I got a caveat, too.
All right, well, let's hear it.
My caveat is the Big Ten add to Notre Dame.
We're on the same page.
Oh, damn. Look at this. We were apart this morning. We were thinking the same. For Michigan, the games, obviously, is Ohio State. If I don't say Ohio State, people should shoot me. And Michigan State should be the second one. Now, the third one, Michigan Notre Dame has a tradition. They were rivals.
Yes.
I used to go to the Michigan Notre Dame game every year, even at Notre Dame.
That was the best game. It was always, second, third week of the season?
Yes. And I went to a couple night games, and they were pretty cool. So I would say for Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan State, and Notre Dame.
Can they bring that rivalry back, Michigan Notre Dame?
Well, I think that's going to happen. But what I would say is I don't believe that should be the protected game.
And let me give you a little history.
I think it should be an alternate.
Okay. How about this? Notre Dame saying, we don't want to play you anymore. And that pissed off Michigan. They served them papers. Yep. Like, like your woman is serving you papers because you got to pay palimony or
Yeah.
child support. That was wrong.
So, under this adopted system,
Yes.
expansion of the Big Ten,
Yes.
likely leading to super conferences. If Notre Dame joins the Big Ten, I don't think that should be a protected game for Michigan. I'll tell you why.
Yes.
What are Ohio State's protected games? Michigan? Then what?
Yes.
Then what?
Penn State.
Okay.
And for my enjoyment, I think Ohio State and Wisconsin have something goofy going on there. Because when
Compare that schedule, in fairness,
I know.
to what Michigan would play. And then Michigan State. They would have Michigan. Would you protect Michigan State, Ohio State?
I protect Penn State.
So that's, again, it's complicated. For me, it's Ohio State, Michigan State must be protected at all costs for Michigan. Notre Dame, I think every other year would be a great rivalry. It would be continued. They would play every other year. They would all be night games. That would be fantastic. I think that would get the rivalry back up and running. It would actually build anticipation because it's every other year. But guys, if I'm honest, and I would love everyone to chime in, and Terry, you've watched more Michigan Ohio State games.
You gotta have a protected game. I'm not gonna let you slide out of here without.
I'm gonna give you the game.
All right. Don't
But
be
before
a
I
weasel
do,
this morning.
the concern I have is the game has lost almost all meaning. It still means something.
Oh, so you're not gonna protect that game? Damn.
I am, but
Okay.
that game, the game, is the last game of the year typically. And in an expanded conference, and what eventually could lead to a super conference, we're used to seeing the Big Ten championship game or the representative of that game from the Big Ten East decided in the final game of the year. That game always meant something. Even in Harbaugh's early days, they were a 10-win ball club going into that game. They were a one-loss team. They win that game against Ohio State, they're going to the Big Ten championship, not Urban Meyer.
But they got mollywopped.
They did. But the point is, those games meant something. They had value. Michigan State in the middle of the season is very important, especially this past season. 2 undefeated teams going up against each other. That was, I thought, the greatest game ever played in their rivalry's history. But the games, it still means something. But the idea that the Big Ten champion is decided at the end of the year typically because of Ohio State's dominance really more than Michigan's, I believe that is going away. And do you not play it at the end of the year? Is it not the last game of the year now? Because we'll see how conferences expand. But let me answer your question. What's the third protected team? For Michigan, it's Ohio State, Michigan State. And I think you protect the middle of the pack Big Ten team. Or you commit to an expansion. That's tricky.
Oh man, I can't wait to see Michigan Northwestern every year.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But you know, this is not about strength of schedule. This is about enjoyment. You said yesterday, what'd you say? You said college, not attendance, but
ratings are
viewership
down,
is
attendance down,
It's
everything's down. Yep.
Okay. Why would you not have Michigan Notre Dame if that's the case? Instead, you'd have Michigan Iowa.
Well, I'm trying to keep the integrity of the conference intact. If let's say we adopt a 16 team playoff, okay? 16 teams, 8 from each super conference getting in. Well, then every season likely, how many teams are in these conferences will matter. But if Michigan is playing Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Michigan State, and they go 1-2 in a given year, and then they got to play USC, and then they got, again, it's great for TV. I'm all for it. But how are you protecting yourself from an Indiana who may have an easier schedule, or a Wisconsin or a Penn State from sneaking in one of those 8 spots because, well, they didn't have to play Michigan or USC or Ohio State that season? That's what I'm trying to figure out. In your theory, I agree 100%.
Yeah, that's a
the
tough
best
one
game should always be it.
Because Minnesota, their protected game is going to be Iowa and Wisconsin, and who the hell knows who else. But
I'm just trying to figure out, again,
you're
I
trying
agree.
to figure out a fair system.
I'm trying to, not just only fair, it has to be equal across the board. The idea of a super conference is we're all playing good teams, right? I'd expect USC to have to play Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame. That would be a must-watch TV.
USC they gotta have UCLA,
and we need to stop caring about an 11-win, 10-win team. Those days are going to be gone in the super conference because all these teams are going to lose some games. It's going to be tough.
I'm going to do something I haven't done before.
All right.
I'm going to pay you a compliment.
Uh-oh.
You are a brilliant man.
Thank you.
Wow.
Let's, at the end of the season, have guys like you with your little notepads and stuff figuring out who is actually the top 16 teams or top 8 teams in the country. Sometimes you would forget the record. Let's say, for argument's sake, Michigan is 9-3 and Iowa is 10-2, and they played each other, and it was a weekend schedule. And Michigan had played Iowa, beating them 42-20. We know who the better team is, so
yes,
we're going to have guys like you.
But that's a liability to the conference. In theory, again, when you expand the conference and you're going to get more teams in, well, then there are going to be teams that ultimately make it in that aren't maybe championship caliber, but your goal is to get as many of them in as possible. I don't mind a 10-win team getting in over a 9-win team. The problem I have is, well, look who you're playing. And this is my issue with Cincinnati. TCU had a higher strength of schedule than them this year. Like, that bothers me. So when I'm sorry, I'm going to defend Michigan here, because if I'm Michigan and I have to play Notre Dame, USC, Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State, all in one season, the fuck you want me to go undefeated? What do I look like, Alabama? Are you guys serious?
You're not going to go undefeated.
Like, you're not. But
if you get in.
But you get in if you win the games you're supposed to win and win some of those games and you play competitively, you should get in. But if we adopt a standings conference where the top 8 teams from each conference get in, well, then you're going to be disappointed.
You know what we just figured out today?
Go ahead.
When there was a 4-team playoff, we fought. What about the 5, 6, and 17?
Now it's going to be, what about the 9, 10, 11, 12?
When you have an 18 playoff, which you haven't had, but if you had it, we'd be fighting about 9, 10, 11. But here's what we say. If you had 16, there's no fight. There's only 16 teams that belong, and probably not even that many can be competitive. But now, I've already asked you to be a football czar. We're going to have a football
committee,
right. And they're going to make a decision, and people are going to be pissed at them because they're going to pick Michigan over Iowa, who's going to have a better record, give them a higher seed, but hopefully they'll both make it in. So there is no way to do this without us grabbing each other in a headlock and MFing each other.
Yeah, but we need to acknowledge that, right? On the side of the SEC, all right, let's just call it what it is. You're going to have the Big Ten and the SEC, and they're going to expand into this super conference that I don't care what you're going to want, what you call it. I really don't. Alabama, Georgia, are they going to run a table every other year? Yeah, they are. They're just that good. USC probably going to run a table. Ohio State, yeah, okay. Teams that win 11, maybe even go undefeated. That's going to happen. Those are the best teams in the country. You can't stop that. But what about LSU? What about Michigan, Michigan State, Florida, Oklahoma? What about even Oregon maybe on a given year? What about the teams that are going to have, again, we're going for a super conference, expect super matchups. Week 1 and 2 of the college football season, there's not a game worth watching. Unless you obviously have your alma mater, you're going to watch them thick and through, but the games are boring, nobody wants to watch them. Ratings,
except when the Chippewas play Michigan State. You never know.
Well, I'm just saying because we're at 4 teams right now in the college football playoff. I think the best way to go about it, if you're going to do it through standings like the NFL does, well, you need to have a protection system in there for a team that's going to accept a higher strength of schedule, right? So when we look at teams like Iowa, Penn State, would I rather have them or Ohio State in if they're both 10-win teams? But Ohio State had a significantly more difficult strength of schedule. But they lost head-to-head to Penn State. I don't want it to be a subjective thing. It should be by standings. It should be by head-to-head. But these protected games, I don't believe can be protected in a super conference. I think you have to adopt what the NFL does. Every year, the NFC North plays the NFC or the AFC, whichever one of the divisions, and it alternates every other year. Every year you're playing a new division, and then you're playing a new division in the NFC, and then you're playing one or the two ranked teams depending on where you placed around the league. So how will you ever have a fair system, completely fair, unbiased, like the NFL? Maybe not. But damn, if you're trying to get ratings up, I'm sorry, Terry. I want Michigan to play Notre Dame, Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State, Iowa, USC, UCLA, all in the same fucking year.
Right. But now, if this is an NFL system, that's what we're calling it, right? NFL, then you have to go strictly by records, even if the strength of schedule is out of proportion. In the NFL, we never say, hey, you know what? And of course, we've never said this. The Lions are 9-7, and Cleveland is 8-8. But Cleveland played a tougher schedule, so they should get in. We never say that. So in this instance, we can't say this about this.
You guys got me in the chat. You're right. You know what? I take back everything I said. College football has amazing games lined up. Week 1, Penn State, Purdue, Houston, UTSA, Clemson, Georgia Tech, West Virginia, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cincinnati, and Arkansas.
West Virginia, Pittsburgh is actually a pretty good game. They're rivals.
Are you watching it? Unless it's your alma mater, are you watching it? No, we're not. Utah, Florida. Florida State, LSU. Oh, yeah, I'm getting off my ass.
I watch that.
I'm getting my drunk ass off the couch on Saturday morning to watch that one.
You're not
Oregon,
watch
Oregon, Georgia.
Stop it.
The only game worth watching, week 1, is Ohio State, Notre Dame. The only one.
No, there's a few. The
only one
game?
I would like. That's a damn good game.
Why don't you watch the Oregon, Georgia?
Georgia's gonna put that goddamn couch through their asses. That's why.
Okay, then you can't have Georgia playing the first 3 weeks of the season. Because they're gonna do that with everybody.
Yeah. Well, no.
Why would you not watch LSU in Florida?
That's not an intriguing matchup.
It could be.
I think he's at LSU, Florida State. You said Florida State, right?
Florida State.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that would have been a big game.
Yes, it would have.
We're trying to address college football's ratings going down.
Utah, Florida's not terrible.
We're trying to address ratings down, attendance down, views down, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. How do you address that? Better matchups. Now, in theory, is the Oregon-Georgia game a good watch?
It'll be good for the first 2 quarters.
But you only have 1, if not 2 games like that in the first 3-4 weeks of the season. And then you get to the conference schedule, and then you start seeing some decent matchups.
And then they throw
really, 6-7 games of your alma mater schedule are blowouts and cupcakes. And then there's a few meaningful games, and then some damn good ones. That's it. Like, it's not entertaining. The NFL is entertaining because the Jaguars and the Lions on a Thursday night will get more ratings than a college football playoff game.
True, because if the Jags are playing the Lions, let's say they play 10 years in a row, they could go 5-5. Michigan and Purdue, they're not going 5-5 in a 10-year period. Michigan is probably going to beat them 7 or 8 times, maybe 9. Who knows? Michigan playing Western Michigan, they're not going to split and go 5-5. Michigan will probably go 10-0, or 9-1, or 8-2, or something like that. Upsets do happen. So we don't watch these early games to see who's going to win. We watch these games to see if the better team, how they look. do they look good? And guess what? Michigan can play Western Michigan, win the game, and we're criticizing Michigan because they don't look right. So it's like a lose-lose. You got to beat somebody by 4, 5, sometimes 6 touchdowns. And so then what happens after the game, we in the media ask the coach, well, damn, why'd you run up the score? And he can't say it, but he should say, because I have to. Because you assholes out there won't let us beat Western Michigan 28-14 and not be on our ass all week. That's why.
Fair enough. We got to go to break. When we get back, oh, goodness me. Goodness me. What to expect from Steve Yzerman and the Detroit Red Wings tonight, the NHL Draft tonight. Maddie just walking in looking fresh and clean. So, Maddie, I'm going to put you on the spot. Could you tell everybody at home about our good friends over at the Sports Marketing Agency?
Yes, I can. Our friends at the Sports Marketing Agency help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the F Word, helps spread awareness of fentanyl and other addictions. Go to thesportsma.com if you are struggling or know someone who is, and let them know that Woodward Sports sent you.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Detroit's downtown summer playground is back. Open all summer long, the Monroe Street Midway. Enjoy roller skating, free Wi-Fi, food trucks, art installations, and so much more. Don't forget to take advantage of the basketball court, putt-putt, and, of course, family programming all summer long. All art installations are done by Detroit artists, and it's a fun, safe event from people 1 to 100. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Well, if you're looking for something fun to do tonight, this weekend...
15 minutes. Continue.
I'm sorry.
Continue.
We have a salty...
I should mute your mic.
You should mute his mic. Anyways, if you're looking for something fun to do tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, anytime, look no further than the Fulling Warehouse. The Fulling Warehouse in Hamtramck is home of the original football bowling pin game called Fulling. They have 2 ways to play, $12 open unlimited play, or you can reserve a private lane for just $120. Don't forget, of course, they have a $2 mystery beer machine as well as multiple full bars. So check it out at thefullingwarehouse.com. You're just salty.
He is. You know what he is?
I sense it.
He's a saltwater crocodile. That's what he is.
He wakes up angry. And this day's no different.
Damn
Even though
right
he brought
I do.
the hookah out. He brought the hookah out.
Are you
so
from
it's fucking
Australia?
happiness.
No.
I wish.
Because that's where the saltwater crocs are from.
I'm not
Yep.
a fan of the Australians.
Yeah, he hates everyone that's not American.
Yep.
Which makes sense. That's like normal American.
I mean,
so
they
he's
hate
not
you too,
too
so.
far
Yeah,
off.
they
No,
can kiss.
I thought they liked us.
Yeah, I thought they were the nicest people
Nobody
on earth,
likes
right?
Adham, though. So, there's that.
Well, that's true.
You want to start this right now?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I don't think now's the time.
Let's start.
Let's
All
start.
right, Miss. Oh my God, where have you been all day?
Yeah, you freaking Irish goodbye yesterday and didn't say goodbye to anybody.
That's the worst.
You guys don't deserve it.
That's what
Wow.
I do. Like
I
at a
remember
party, I never say goodbye to people. I just leave.
That's mean. I always say goodbye to people.
No, it's way easier just to leave, and
Well,
then you have to do the whole.
No,
freaking
yeah, it
hour
definitely is.
goodbyes.
But I'm too stubborn. I have to say goodbye to like most people.
Oh, I don't even like anyone, so.
I don't.
Well,
There's a
that's you.
name for that when you just leave a party because
It's called
people.
Irish goodbye.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know.
Yes.
Now I learned something today. I want to make an announcement.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Maddie overslept.
I think
I overslept, but we did not oversleep together.
I'd hope not.
That's a good announcement.
That would be a professional conundrum.
Then I'd be in a bad mood.
Yeah, waking up to Maddie puts you in a bad mood. Trust me.
Yeah, you guys have to do it every day.
What would it be? I like this question, actually. What would Avila have to do, Terry and Adam, to gain your respect? Don't say nothing. Like, honestly, what would it take? Honestly, you ready for this?
Hire better players.
I'll give
Get
Avila a
better
chance.
players.
I'll give Avila a chance. For Avila to gain my respect and for me to talk politely and speak with respect in terms of his tenure in Detroit, he would have to resign. There's nothing this team could accomplish that would change my mind. And by the way, FYI, they won't accomplish a goddamn thing with him in charge. So don't worry about, well, what if they win a World Series, Adam?
Yeah.
Well, what if they win the Central? What if they... Shut the hell up. Shut up.
I'm still salty over Chris Ilitch saying he's very pleased with the
Yep.
progress. That's never going to leave me.
Yes, he is. He's very pleased.
But the fact Avila's coming back, which we've discussed, what would he have to do? He'd have to have a hell of a draft, which we wouldn't know for if it's a good draft.
What, another high school pitcher?
4 years. He's not going to select a high school pitcher. He'd have to make, you know what? He'd have to make some hellacious trades, and these guys would have to come in this year and burn up the place.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. That's like relying on a person that you've known for 8 years, who for 8 years all they did was go to the club, do drugs, drink, bang anything that walks for 8 years. And then suddenly, going into year 9, the day before the season or the new year starts, they're suddenly going to change their habits. They're going to start going to church on Sunday. They're going to start walking around asking people if they believe in God. Like, it's not going to happen. It's not
like,
going to happen.
It reminds me of every guy that gets in trouble or high-profile athlete who does all the things you talked about. Then they finally get caught and go into jail. You know what they find, Adam?
Soap?
God.
Oh, that too. Oh, that's right.
All of them find God. But I don't think there's anything Avila can do.
I think if he resigns, he would earn a lot of respect in my book. Would I still call him a fat, useless, horrible GM? Probably the worst GM in this town's history outside of Matt Millen? Yeah. He would still be that. But I could at least respect him being a man, looking himself in the mirror and saying, I suck at my job, and my job is affecting hundreds, if not millions, of Tigers fans.
Didn't he sort of kind of almost say that yesterday?
Day.
He said that.
He kind of, sort of, almost ate a salad yesterday, too. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. He either needs to resign and admit that he has done an awful job. We are evaluating everything in the front office. Last I checked, jackass, you're the president.
Right.
Last I checked,
he said,
you staff
starts
all
with me.
And it starts with me. You know how easy it is to say that when your job's not a threat? That's like me walking into a meeting right now and saying, you know what, guys? The social media starts with me. It's on me, guys. You suck ass at your jobs because of me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going to take that seriously. Get the hell out of here.
You just knocked off on your calls.
But you know what? Now I'm kind of questioning.
You also made your mic cut out for like 10 seconds, so thank you, Adam. Really appreciate that.
Why would someone ask the question, what would Avila have to do to gain your respect, when a baseball team that we're accustomed to, at least in the last 25 years, competing for the Central, no longer competes for the Central and hasn't done it for 8 years? I mean, I think the thing is, the question should be more to Tiger fans, how are you putting up with this stuff? How is this okay with you? That's a better question.
It's not okay. It's only okay to Chris Ilitch and Avila because they go out to their dinners every night and they talk about all the income that's coming in and how they're doing such a good job and this partnership deal. They're the official pizza sponsor. They're the official pizza of the NFL.
You know what? I would respect that if that pizza was good.
That's a whole different conversation. We got to go to break. Top of the hour coming up. When we get back, what? I mean, we're supposed to talk about the Red Wings. Ended up talking about Avila. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. But when
Avila's taking over the Wings. You didn't hear that?
If Avila takes over the wings, they'll be the dead wings for 100 years. When we get back, Terry, I got to get your reaction to the Baker Mayfield trade, what it means for the Detroit Lions. So we'll do that top of the hour. But before we do, Maddie, I got to tell everybody at home about where I got my haircut the other day. And that was at Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. They're awesome stylists. Will take care of you like they take care of me. Now, I can't promise you that you can grow a beard like I can. It's one of my superhuman powers.
Are you one of those dudes that can grow a beard in like one day?
Yeah. If I clean shaved, I would come in tomorrow with at least stubble. It's pretty impressive. Having said that,
I'm not impressed.
Get to Lady Jane's. Maddie, nothing impresses you except 3 seconds worth of nothing. Having said that,
wow.
I am not the guy you're coming at this morning.
Yeah, I still have a story for you.
Oh, I know you have a story. I am. You don't come after me. That's not how this works.
Yes, I do.
Oh God. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Get to any Lady Jane's near you. Walk in anytime. Open 10-8, 7 days a week. Their amazing stylists will take care of you like they take care of me. As always, Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
Glad that we can finally start trying to get the stigma off of mental health that's been there for all these years.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
OddsTrader.com is the #1 site for all of your game day bets. Play-by-play updates, live scores, and the best price on every game from multiple sports books. Go to OddsTrader.com right now for your best bet, or you can download it from the App Store right now.
All right, we're back. Terry, Baker Mayfield traded to the Carolina Panthers.
Right.
There's a 3-parter to this story, so I'll try to make it quick.
Okay.
1, I think the Panthers got better at quarterback immediately. It's an upgrade over Sam Darnold. Baker is a better quarterback than Darnold. 2nd, thank God we don't have to hear Maz, hopefully, or anybody else talk about Baker Mayfield to Detroit. And now, I mean, they're talking about Sam Darnold now as the backup. I'll get your thoughts on that in a little bit. And then the 3rd aspect, which I actually think is interesting. Remember when the Niners made the Super Bowl? The year prior, they were one of the worst teams in football.
Yes.
Jimmy G was out. Nick Mullins, I believe, was starting most of the season. They sucked. And you know who they drafted? Nick Bosa. And that year, his rookie year, they got to the Super Bowl when Jimmy G was healthy. Deshaun Watson gets suspended for this entire season, and he's not available. The Browns should win 3-4 games. And if they do, maybe they get Will Anderson. Maybe they get a defensive player that steps up for them. And if they do, I think Cleveland realistically can make... I think Cleveland could take a swing at an AFC title. I really do. I think they could be in an AFC title game. I wouldn't call you crazy if you told me that you think the Browns, not this year, but next year, are in the AFC title game. Deshaun Watson, Amari Cooper, that offense, that run game, adding Will Anderson. That to me reminds me of what the Niners did.
Cleveland's starting quarterback is probably going to be Jared Goff. They'll probably make a trade with the Lions. Deshaun Watson's going to be in jail. So there's the fly in your ointment, pal. I thought you were going to say that the Lions, because they drafted Aiden Hutchinson, had a sucky year, that they were going to go to the Super Bowl this year.
No.
Which I was going to walk off this set here.
No, Derek. God, no. God, no. God, no. Not the case.
How can you say? But here's the thing with Cleveland. Cleveland, if you're going to compete over years, if you're going to be a major player, you have to have a good front office.
Oh my goodness, you guys are right. How can I forget about that? The Browns traded everything for Deshaun Watson. Oh, they're fucked.
Oh, so all of a sudden
that
go
changes
from
everything.
Oops.
Oh, Cleveland's in the gutter.
Didn't you forget they have no quarterback?
I did. No, I forgot
Who
that
do they have
traded
as
their
quarterback?
picks for Deshaun Watson. I love you guys
Yeah,
in
they
the
have
chat.
no
Thank you
quarterback
so
and no
much.
picks.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to have to play an offense.
Did
We
you
play.
forget? That's literally the first thing I thought of yesterday.
He was here celebrating the
I've been
Browns,
so
and I was like, dude, they
fixated
have
on
no
the
picks.
on the Deshaun Watson case, I completely forgot that they traded a
And no
complete
quarterback.
haul to get him. Holy
They're
hell!
a bunch of idiots.
Cleveland.
Which leads to my
Cleveland, this is
argument.
for you.
You have to have a good front office to be competitive. They got a bad front office.
Well, okay, if he would have played, they would have had a great front office.
No,
but-
no. I have no inside information on this, but I heard when Houston traded Deshaun Watson, for an idiot like me can hear it, the NFL is going to immediately suspend him or suspend him shortly after the trade. I'm not making that deal.
But would you not take a risk on Deshaun Watson if he has a chance to play? They were probably told he has a chance to play.
Brother, listen. He's got 24 civil suits. This man could be in jail. The NFL kind of leaked out, we're going to suspend him. In other words, if the NFL is going to immediately suspend somebody, that means they got some sugar on them.
Yep.
They know something that we don't know.
Oh man, that is a tough pill to swallow if I'm a Cleveland
so
Browns
let's hear
fan.
about Cleveland in the Super Bowl, brother. Go ahead. I'm all ears.
Cleveland
I
ain't
was
going
gonna say,
anywhere.
he said
We're
they're
all about
competing
This project
next year.
is gone to hell. It's done, dusted, over. That's embarrassing. Oh no, guys.
That's embarrassing for you.
I can't wait for that
bad
Cleveland Buffalo AFC championship game.
Buffalo is.
Cleveland should beat them by 3-4 touchdowns.
Yeah, okay.
At least, yeah, at least.
Oh god.
Unbelievable.
Oh god. Adam smoking again? Absolutely, always smoking. Adam is still sleeping this morning. He'll wake up right
Yes.
before the NHL draft tonight. Speaking of
Yeah.
which, we'll be live. Myself, Michael, Spencer, and Maddie. We'll be live for the NHL draft tonight.
All right.
It's going to be a fun show.
So
6:30. What? 6:30 to
6:30,
7:30 or 8?
8:30.
Depends what happens in the first round. Depends how it goes. But Red Wings picking 8th overall. And speaking of the Red Wings, Terry, it's probably a good segue. 8th overall pick. The reality of whoever they take. We spoke with the guys from the Winged Wheel podcast yesterday. The reality is whoever they draft tonight, you won't see for 2-3 years.
Right.
And that's okay. And the best prospect in this draft coming out right now is Shane Wright. He will go number 1 overall to Montreal. There are strong feelings throughout NHL front offices that this guy isn't a Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, walk into the league and just dominate. This is a guy that still needs to develop a little bit, but he's going to come in. He'll be a second center lineman, maybe start on the third line, but I think he'll make his way up easily second line midway into the season. So this draft is deep in talent, but nobody you're drafting to come play on your team and be a 60, 70-point getter.
So no superstar.
No superstars, supposedly. Shane Wright is that superstar, but not to the level that McDavid was, Austin Matthews, guys that are going to get you a point a game. Yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. So for the Wings, they're picking at 8. My man crush is Joachim Kimmel, but he's not going to be available at 8.
Here's the dangerous thing about talking NHL draft in this city. You got Steve Yzerman, who I think he listens to what everybody's saying, and so I'm not going to go that way because they don't know what they're talking about. You can't pinpoint. Even Steve Yzerman, he had this rambling quote the other day. Said he doesn't even know what he's going to be doing, let alone what the other teams are doing. So the NHL draft is very dangerous because a bunch of guys with lots of consonants in their name, who we've never seen play. We don't know if we can go by stats and facts and what scouts say, but we don't eyeball these guys. And then you have Steve Yzerman, who's just, I'm going to do whatever because I have an Yzer plan. You're not at this level. You'll never understand it. And so if you pinpoint somebody or say you like somebody, Yzerman's not going to take them. Like Mo Sider. I was reading all this coverage on the Wings and what they could do and what they might do. I never saw his name, ever. And then when they drafted him, they're like, oh my God, who is this guy? What's Yzerman thinking? Well, Rookie of the Year.
He was projected to go in the late teens, early 20s. Right. Sider that year. So, whatever you think Steve is going to do at 8, I want you to crumble it up and just throw it away. Because you just don't. Nobody knows. No effing clue. But you trust him. And you should trust him. He's fantastic at what he does. Corey, you look good today.
You do. You look like a gangster. In a good way.
I'm digging the look. Well done. Well done. What's with all the smiles?
Doesn't he remind you of Randy Jackson a little bit today?
You get pegged yesterday? You get pegged yesterday? What's up with the smiles? Oh, okay.
Oh, tomorrow's your birthday.
Adam doesn't do birthday shout-outs, but I do, so.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at what was said on my way in here.
What was that?
Well, I won't be on air. It's pretty damaging.
No.
Trust me, you can't be any more
There's
damaging
nothing
than
you
Adam.
can say that's worse than anything I say. Come on.
That's very true.
You're saying it into the mic at least, let the people know.
All right. So just so we're clear, they do excellent work here at Lady Jane's. But having said that, in Adam's words, I was coming in and a brother walked up to me like, "Hey, hold up. They did you like that in there?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I went to my barber in the hoodie like, oh, I was about to say,
shut the hell up, Corey.
black guys don't let certain demographics cut our hair." So yeah.
And here's the other thing you get.
Gotta be pretty damaging,
when you go to a barber shop in the suburbs, I don't do black hair.
Yeah.
You get that a lot.
I get that a lot. I've heard that before.
Yeah, when I had hair, man, they were like, I said, just cut it. So they do black hair here?
Huh?
They do black hair here?
They do, yes.
I haven't found out.
Okay.
Don't plan on making that experiment.
God bless. You guys have a great day. Jesus Christ.
I was really brave. I got my hair cut once.
100% he's high.
Oh,
he's high as a kite. Dude just strolls in here trying to do a show, starts talking randomly.
I told you that. You go, what's up with all the smiles? I go,
Yeah.
He was happy as hell.
The hell if I know what the hell that was all about.
His birthday's tomorrow. How do you not?
Well, now you know.
He's a happy guy.
Jerry, come on.
Corey's told you. Hasn't he told you he's done that?
Terry's naive.
Even I know.
He sees the good in people.
No, I do. I never think people smoke because I don't.
Oh, God. All right, well, look.
I'll tell you my weed story one day. When Maddie behaves herself.
Maybe next. When we get back, Terry, look, you have a lot of issues with the 4th of July, man. I don't know. Every day there's like something new you're talking about.
Did I put something about 4th of July?
Yeah, you put about fireworks 2 days after 4th of July.
We'll see what your beef is today. When we get back. But before we do,
I don't even remember
Maddie,
what it was.
could you tell everybody at home about our good friends over at Cintron?
Yes, I can. And the summer of Cintron is upon us. So now it's available at your local Kroger. So head on over to Kroger, pick up a couple Cintron. They've got sugar-free. They have the regular flavor. They also have cranberry. And it's 2 for just $4, which is an absolute steal. So head on over to your local Kroger. Cintron is the new energy drink for the active lifestyle. Drink it, live it with Cintron.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991, yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Open all summer long. The Monroe Street Midway is open downtown. Enjoy basketball, roller skating, mini golf, art, live music, food trucks, and more. A fun losers. A fun, safe event for everybody to go to. Check out deckedoutdetroit.com for more information. Terry?
Tomorrow I want to do the ooh-wee. I always miss out on that.
I'm trying. I'm trying to ignore what the hell's going on here.
You always try to ignore. Good luck.
I'm not a Debbie Downer. Maddie is very distracting. You have no idea what goes on.
You know what?
Off
You know
camera.
why? We always talk. Why is Adham so mad? Because he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, he wakes up angry. He hasn't lived life.
No, he has not. He hasn't had a Coney Island.
No.
What's the problem with that?
He hasn't been
Everybody
downtown.
in Detroit has had a Coney Island at least once in their life.
He just had Detroit-style pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so my list for next week is going to be the best places to get a Coney dog at, and I need you to at least try one of them.
I'm not trying that shit.
Since when are you not opening to trying things?
I was going to say you try everything.
Try everything once, am I right?
You know
I don't
what?
know, Maddie. Some things you can...
I don't usually
You threw yourself in
associate
that
with
one.
people who are closed-minded.
I'm losing my mind this morning. Speaking
And
of,
you should. And it's not even Friday.
It's
No.
not.
Messing with him.
Tomorrow's Friday.
speaking of hot dogs, Terry, you got a problem with our friend who's a super athlete, 15-time
Joey
champion,
Chestnut.
Oh, yeah.
Joey
Champion of
Chestnut.
the world.
Here,
Joey
no, I don't have a problem with him.
Chestnut.
Because the dude can eat.
He can take down hot dogs
boy.
pretty
Yeah.
well.
Well,
Wieners.
here, no. He's a wiener eater.
Yeah, he puts Maddie to shame.
But no,
Fireball.
I don't have a problem with him eating all the hot dogs. Here's what pissed me off. I watched it. I actually watched the Nationland's hot dog eating contest.
You watch him choke that guy out?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the best.
Choked the guy out.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. No, but the announcers are like, oh.
Yeah, George Shea.
Yeah,
Oh, he's the best.
He's got a foot injury. Is that going to affect him?
Oh,
How is
yeah,
a
they did
foot
say that,
injury
yeah.
going to affect you eating a damn hot dog?
Well, you're balanced, right?
Yeah, you're
you know,
balanced.
If you're unstable while you're taking down a wiener, it might go down your throat the wrong way.
Maybe if you got on his knees, it would be a little easier anyway.
Oh, boy.
Maddie knows a thing or two. So here we go, the expert who has been advising Joey Chestnut on how to become a 15-time champion.
But there's one thing, and you know what? I'm going to defend Maddie.
Oh.
She does not do two wieners at once. Joey Chestnut does.
Was that
Don't
defending her?
disrespect her, or else I'm going to have to get ugly up in this mug.
Was that defending her? Was that defending her?
Yeah, she doesn't do
Okay.
two
You're
wieners
right.
at
She
once.
doesn't.
Never has and never will.
Never will. Only train. We got it. We got it. Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Jerry.
Well, Terry, is taking down wieners at least a sport in your mind or no?
Oh, hell no. It is.
No, it's not a sport.
I don't know why I watched. I didn't have anything to do, and I just watched.
You know why they put it on? Because not a lot of people like baseball anymore.
Yeah, but the ratings are bad.
For what, baseball or the
For
Coney
the
Island?
hot
Yeah,
dog
'cause
eating
nobody wants to
contest.
see dudes taking
but
down wieners.
Do you see how many
for
people
10
go to that
minutes.
thing? There's like tens of thousands of people who actually go to, like, it's a
They
big
have
thing.
jerseys.
Yeah, like it's like the hot
The
dog
jerseys-
hats. It's
yeah,
a tradition.
No, I'm not wearing a hot dog hat. But here's what I would do. I would enter the contest.
Oh.
And at the end, they would say, oh, Joey Chestnut, 63 hot dogs.
Yep.
How many minutes?
Bob,
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Joey Smith, 45 hot dogs. Terry Foster, 2. Because I'm enjoying my hot dog.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
put some
easily.
onion on
Yeah,
it.
put some ketchup.
mustard.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
What
not
do they dip it
soaking
in
the bread.
Coca-Cola or
No,
water?
No,
they
they
dip it
soak
in
the
water.
bread in water.
Yeah.
Because
To
it goes
soak the
down
bed
quick.
or the dog too?
No, just the
Well, they
bun.
got
Yeah,
they
they
have
soak
like the
both.
red Gatorade too.
Yeah, they dip both in it.
Yeah, they do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owen knows a thing or two.
Owen
about
knows a
it.
thing. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we have a lot of people that are experienced with taking
Owen,
down
do you
wieners.
take one or two at a time?
Oh, we'll ask Owen in a little bit. We'll ask Owen in a
No,
little
but
bit.
me,
He's hopping on.
while everybody's doing like this,
Yeah.
here's a pan of Foster doing this.
Oh,
This is good.
Yeah.
Oh, you like to enjoy your wieners.
Oh, yeah. I savor it.
I mean,
It's
But
nature
you don't
famous.
taste it.
what's a good form?
Huh?
What's good form?
My form is like this.
No, we're.
That sure is good.
Maddie, I think you need to help him with his form.
Listen.
I like to go from the side.
Okay.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with cheek action, all right? What is happening? What is happening?
Maddie,
Jesus
can we
Christ.
have like a little tutorial or something? You can teach me?
I got you. Anytime.
Okay.
You have to sign up for her OnlyFans. Jesus Christ. What the hell is the Smithfield Death Star anyways? Anybody? Anybody? Talk. Go sit.
Who's this? Wait, we got
Stop
Thor
yelling.
in here. Look at Thor. What's up?
All right. What the hell is this Death Star stuff? Sit down.
Basically, I'm gonna get settled in.
Get it out.
All right, sorry.
Today, Junior.
So basically, it's like a food company, and
doesn't it look like Thor?
Well, I'm seeing Thor today. That's
Hey.
It's the goal, yeah.
What, you think you get to leave early or something?
Yeah, what do you think this is? Woodward Sports
How
Network?
about we again back? Explain to me this Death Star shit.
So no, it's literally it's like a Star Wars reference, but it's talking about Smithfield is like a food company that's known for
Pegging animals?
Yeah, like a bunch of animal rights, like a bunch of stuff that's like not.
So what?
good.
They just abuse animals?
I guess
And he
that's what
decided
that
to
kid
do it
was
at a hot
talking
dog
about.
eating contest?
Yeah, because he
so
knows a
thought
lot
it
of
was
people
a good
watch.
platform to go in front of Chestnut and say that they're like being bad to animals and that sort of stuff. Wages are bad. That it's just like a protest.
Wages
thing.
are bad for the animals get paid?
No, for the people that work there at Smithfield.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really stupid if I'm being honest.
I'm not sure what to say.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
By the way, there was a second person to the right of Chestnut that no one talks about. I don't think he got very far, but there was another person like waiting to come with him, and then I guess the security took him out. So
I don't know, man. Like what
But there was
Joey
another guy
Chestnut did,
waiting
I
to
think was the
pounce.
right thing. If I would have kept on that grip, but he was trying to win a contest, so
Yeah.
I get it. I would have choked him out till he passed out.
Just rear naked.
People like that are
even at the
are
expense
prob-
of losing
It's like
the
those
contest?
hippos. It's like the hippos that tie themselves to like the NBA basket or glue themselves to the floor.
okay, most of them aren't even hippos. Most of them are like
I don't know.
fit.
They're
Well,
pretty
not fit,
okay.
but-
Heifers. Is that better?
I mean, I pull up the picture of them. Are they? I didn't think they were that fat. Most of
I don't
them
know.
who've done
like,
it are skinny.
I have beef with hippos on Twitter. There's that one hippo that blocked me. What's her name? Let me go find it.
Mads the Stallion or whatever.
Which
No,
one? Yeah.
she changed her name.
Mad
Remember,
something,
we looked it
whatever.
up.
She changed it.
I don't know why she blocked me. I didn't even say anything mean to her. She just
Wow.
blocked me. She like assumed that
she
I'm not a
counted
good
it
human.
as mean.
She assumed I'm sexist. I think that was the
Yeah.
problem.
Well,
What did she? What
Am
did
I
she tweet the
sexist,
other
Maddie?
day? No.
Honestly, it's okay. You can tell me the truth. I can take.
Yeah, I want to
criticism.
hear this. Is he?
No, not even a little bit.
Really? Are you sure?
Positive.
Terry?
He's got to be a little bit sexist.
You think so?
Yes.
In what way?
Probably doesn't respect women as much as he can.
I don't know. He gives me a lot of respect, so I can't say anything for anybody else.
Well, he doesn't like you in that way, though.
Oh, you're talking about.
Oh, you're talking about
Like I mean,
wiener action.
No. Her
I'm
job is to
confused
cook
now.
What are we
and
calling
clean.
it?
We're all confused.
Cook and clean and shut up.
Oh no, I'm not like that.
Okay.
Not at all. That's not even how my wife is. I mean, no way, no chance in hell. My wife's not a stay-at-home mom. The hell, or wife, whatever you call it.
So she
No.
can beat your ass.
Whatever you call
My
it.
wife has as much control in the house as I do. I was raised correctly, by the way.
Okay.
Raised
Not sexist.
Wasn't raised to be a dumbass and think that I have control over another human being. That's stupid. Having said that, she can go fuck herself.
Wow.
Oh wow.
What
Who
is
is?
this guy?
Hold on. Who is that in the
No.
direction of?
No, you know what this
That
guy
chick,
does?
whatever her name
Oh,
is, I
okay.
don't know.
He
Okay.
lures you in and says, "Okay,
does.
yeah, I kind of like this guy."
He does.
And then he says something like, "I hate him again."
Yep.
Why do you do that?
That's Adam. He wakes up angry, even with a hookah after his team won a
Terry, you know
sweep
why?
yesterday.
You know why? To be honest with you, I just say what I think
Okay.
and what I'm feeling, and I
like
say
it.
how it is. And a lot of people don't like it.
So you're Mr. Blunt.
I like it.
I'm
Yeah.
very blunt.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
I'm very blunt.
I like it.
And those who
So-
don't like it,
If you don't like
There you
it,
go.
I have a wiener that you can take down.
Oh, boy.
And if you need help taking it down, Maddie can help you, and then you can figure out how to get 2 in there.
You love throwing Maddie into everything about
People that call me sexist probably don't even get wiener, so that's a whole different problem.
Well, I think he brings Maddie in because if we can make Maddie laugh 20 times a show, it's a good
it's a
show.
great show. I mean, that's what we try to do every day.
That was Terry's first thing that he said when he joined our show. He was like, "My goal is to make you laugh at least 5 times
And
a
I
show."
haven't been counting either.
Well, you haven't failed once.
Okay.
Born Cool says, the biggest difference between me and Adam is that I respect women. God, you're a pussy. What does that mean? What does that mean? Huh? Please, enlighten me this morning. Oh, people are hilarious. You guys are funny as hell.
People also don't understand this is a show.
What do you mean?
Well, people think how you act here is how you act in real life, which is true to
A
an
majority
extent.
of it is how I am in real life, yeah.
So that's what people assume. They assume how you act to Maddie is how you act around the office.
But it is.
But it is.
Yeah, no, he literally is like this. What are we talking about?
There's nothing to assume. What you see is what you get.
Well, there's
That's
your
what-
assumption of people thinking you're sexist.
Well, they can suck my dick. And that's not sexist.
The thing that confuses me is every time management anywhere pairs me with someone, I'm always with a crazy white guy. Just absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We
You're
did
not the
it.
first one.
Yeah, I know.
I've
You
had
know,
3.
we did our best. You know, we looked at the talent pool and we're like, well, we want to bring Terry on. Like, what's the best fit for Terry? And unfortunately, I was one of the options. And I thought I was.
Unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately, because I felt bad. You go from one crazy white guy to
feeling
another.
bad? Wow, that shocks
It's not,
me.
it's not fun, but it kind of is fun. I think Terry's having a good time.
I'm having a blast.
So
I was
Jeff's
worried at
defending
first.
you in the chat.
what'd Jeff say?
He said Adam's the
should.
best. People who talk bad don't know the man.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
who work here
thank
know
you.
what
Yeah.
it's like. Everyone
We
else
do.
can suck my dick. I don't even care.
Okay.
He says
I really
he literally
don't.
gives 0 shits, and I'm here for it.
But you know what? When I first got into the business, it was like you have to inform people. Now you got to entertain people. This guy's entertaining.
Thank
Yes. That's why it's getting all the views, Terry.
Let's go along
You
for
know
the
that.
ride.
you. I'm just trying to do my best to make you all happy and enjoy the show.
Works for me.
And if you get offended at any point during the show, it's
Suck
a 2-hour
my
broadcast.
balls.
Wait. I'm going to be fair. It's a 2-hour broadcast, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
We don't miss shows. It's
No.
all year long. There are dead spots, right, where
Dead
there's nothing
spots?
going
What's
on in
that?
the sports world. I
What's
may
that?
say something that may offend you, and if I do, honestly, I truly mean this. If I ever offend you in
Oh,
some way, just know from the bottom of my heart, I really don't give a fuck.
Oh,
I really don't. I really don't.
Everyone knew that was
Because I don't know you,
coming.
and you don't know
Everyone knew that
me.
was coming.
So
Once
leave me
again,
alone.
Not a
he
fastball.
lures you in.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, this guy, the hell with him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but not gonna happen.
No.
Not apologizing for a bunch of hippos. Anyways, we got to go to break. When we get back, we'll continue the conversation a little bit. Have some fun. Almost Freaky Friday tomorrow.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll bring it on a little early. And then there's Fish.
What the hell is that?
I can't control him, by the way. I've tried. It doesn't work. There's no disciplining Fish here at the network. He's like he can do whatever he wants employee here. Fish is untouchable. But speaking of things that are untouchable, Guardian Alarm's defense on and off the field is untouchable, Maddie.
Yes, it is. And summertime is here, which means you're spending a lot more time outside. So let Guardian Alarm give you peace of mind while you're out enjoying the sunshine. Just call 1-800-STAY-OUT today, and you can rest easy knowing you have 24/7 protection. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT. Give them a call right now and let them know that Woodward Sports sent you.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers. And if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Make sure you're listening to Woodward Sports all day long. Start your morning with the Morning Woodward Show. Spend middays with Big D Energy. Watch and listen your drive home with the bottom line. And don't forget about Woodward Bets Daily. All live, all right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
Well, guys, if you need apparel, there is no place other than Big Frog in Novi. And right now, you can get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. That's right, I said it, a free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long at Big Frog in Novi. Just stop in, tell them we sent you, and they will print you one on the spot. So go to Big Frog in Novi today, get your free t-shirt, or you can visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
Terry?
Yes, sir.
We talked earlier about college football.
We did.
Attendance down, ratings down.
And we found out we just created another argument for college football for the playoffs.
Well, I want to reverse it into the games that were most watched last season. If you were to give me a top 3 games, hell, give me the game you believe last
Nationwide?
season. Nationwide, that was the most watched.
Now, can I say the championship game or not?
You can say no. None of the college football
Regular
playoff
season
games. Yes.
All right, I'm going to say Michigan, Ohio State.
Number 1.
Okay.
You are correct.
For some reason, I think Michigan State got a high rating.
Okay. It's not number 2.
Damn.
I guess.
Then 3. Should I stick with the Big Ten to go to the SEC? That's what I'm trying to decide.
Your call. Can't go wrong either way.
It's got to be Alabama, Texas A&M.
No, sir. You got 1 out of the 3. Owen?
Is Red River on there? Oklahoma and Texas? No.
Nope. You're strike 1.
Iron Bowl?
Strike 2.
No. Wow. Bama. Is Bama like on that list?
I'm not gonna acknowledge anything. You're gonna answer. Damn it! I'm not giving you hints. What is this? A charity?
Probably we should stick to the Big Ten because they get higher ratings.
It's true. All right, I'll go.
Got one more guess. Michigan State game was not it.
It was top 10.
Top 3. We're doing top 3 right now.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to top 5 in a little bit because you guys have a lot that made the top 10. Come on.
It's probably Ohio State in there. Is that one team?
I'm not giving you hints, damn it. Give me a goddamn game.
It could be.
All right.
He's not telling you.
All right.
Ohio State, Michigan State. I don't know. I'll just throw that out. Okay.
Ohio State, Michigan State's not even on the list.
All right. Well.
Number 1, Terry got it right. Michigan, Ohio State.
Right.
Number 2, Alabama, Georgia. The most watched games last season. Number 3, Michigan, Iowa. Number 4, the Iron Bowl.
The title game you're talking about?
No.
No, just
Michigan. This is the title game. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you should
These are SEC title games included. So the SEC and the Big Ten Championship are the two most second and third most watched games. The second most watched regular season game, not SEC or Big Ten Championship game, was Michigan State.
Okay, I got it right because I eliminated all the playoff games.
Playoff games, not the championship games, though.
Championship game is a playoff game, sort of.
I guess, yeah.
Sort of, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, you did kind of disqualify that.
But it threw me off.
Well, look, I think what it tells you, though, is Fox is ahead of the game right now.
Right.
They just attracted USC and UCLA. Likely Notre Dame now in the Big Ten. The Big Ten, out of the 12 most watched games, number 12 was Penn State, Auburn, Ohio State, Oregon, Florida State, Notre Dame. You see a trend there? Out of conference games. People want to watch. Florida, Bama. That's always a good matchup. Baylor, Oklahoma State. That was a Big 12 championship game. Texas A&M, Alabama. That was a big game. Clemson, Georgia. What do you know? Out of conference. 4 5 out of the 12 most watched games last season were what we're working towards right now with the Super Conference.
Yes, sir.
This is the exact model, and this is why it's going to work. And then the top 5, 3 of which had Michigan in it. Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan, Iowa, Michigan, Michigan State. And by the way, just so we're all on the same page, do we all agree the Michigan State game this year was the greatest game played in the rivalry's history?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yes.
It was very good. I'd have to check on all the games. What about the Braylon Edwards game? That was pretty good.
The problem is this game was 2 undefeated teams in October, late October.
Top 10, yeah.
Going head-to-head, 2 top 10. That was the first time they were undefeated.
So you're not talking about the physical game. You're
Well, the
talking
whole
about the
aspect of
implications.
it, yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
If you look at the whole aspect.
From the
Indian
hype,
kick was there,
the
college
aftermath,
game
what
day.
it meant for both schools.
Yeah.
That was the biggest game ever played, I think, in the school's history. That's amazing. Took about damn time Michigan State were undefeated playing each other.
And did you watch the game?
I did.
Yes.
I did. I had a lot of money on that game, and I walked away very happy.
You did have a lot of money.
So, before we go to break, we have a few minutes. We mentioned the most watched games. Does this eliminate the idea of protected games? Think about it before, because let's say we add Notre Dame, and then you expand it from 16 teams in the conference to 24. And let's say those 8 teams, I'm just going to throw a few names, not all of them, but let's say those names become Oregon, Stanford, Notre Dame. Maybe you take a shot at Oklahoma State, but it makes more sense for them to be in the South. What games would you rather watch? And are you going to have crossover games between, like guaranteed crossover games every year based on your seeding? If you're the one in let's say the North and South, right? So the Big Ten and the SEC. Let's say you expect. I got to stand up for this. This is getting me going now.
Oh, wow.
Let's say there's 24 teams, right?
Yes, sir.
And a season goes by. There's teams 1 through 24 ranked. Let's say it's Ohio State at the top and Georgia at the top on the other side. Well, then for the schedule that upcoming year, 1 plays 1, 2 plays 2, 3 plays 3, and it goes down the whole goddamn list. Like they do in the NFL. If you have a first place schedule, you're playing the first place team in that division. Not the 4 games that you get against another division. The game that you're going to get selected outside against one of the other divisions across the league. That one game, it's going to be against the first place team. And that's why a 4th place schedule is so friendly. You play all 4th place teams. I think
like the Lions in the 90s.
Well, this is kind of where I'm getting at is, so now you have every year the champions basically who are going to be in the college football playoff going up against each other in the regular season, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3. You are getting amazing matchups. And they all have to play each other once, twice. So let's say, for argument's sake, you do it like the NCAA does. 1 plays 16, 2 plays 15. Well, how about you have 1 play 1, and then 1 play 24. And those are your 2 out-of-conference games. An easy one and a tough one.
So this is to start the season then?
Not to start the season. You put it wherever you want in the season. It could be to start the season, yeah.
There has to be divisional matchups between 2 divisions.
Right.
So you have to figure out, who do you play?
I think that's the play, man.
If you are 11-0, should you play the other team that finished 11-0?
And I think yes.
Or should you play the team that finished 2-12?
Yeah, I think that solves, again, we just went over the 12 games. 5 of them are out-of-conference matchups. People want to see Notre Dame, Ohio State, Georgia, Oregon, Georgia, Michigan, Bama, Oklahoma. People want to see these matchups. Big brands playing each other.
Everybody wants to see them except you.
No, I want to see them.
No, you just
I'm
said,
dying for
Terry,
it.
it's unfair if Michigan's got to play Michigan State, Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Before I said all this, I said, do you get away or do you remove the guaranteed matchups? And then you adopt a system where 2 of your games every year are going to be out of conference or the opposing conference, right? So now you have 10 games to play, 10 of which will be played in your conference. You can still have 3 protected games if you want, but I'm getting at least in a given season 12 games. I would say every week would have 3 to 7 marquee matchups based on that model. That's where I want to be.
I'm
the
going to give
NFL
you a homework
has
assignment.
Go ahead.
You have until Monday to come up with this. I'm going to make you the college football czar.
I get to make a...
You make up a schedule.
Can I build the whole conference, the whole schedule, everything?
Everything. Can you handle it?
I might have that. I might have it for tomorrow.
No, because that's going to make this show too boring. And Friday is our fun day.
Oh, that's true. All right.
I don't want you to
Monday.
jack the show up.
Terry, Monday?
Monday.
Have it ready for Monday.
Monday, I will have the bulletproof what needs to happen for college football moving forward.
Yep.
We'll have it on the screen. We'll have it displayed out, the rules, regulations, matchups, and I'll base it, just so you all know, on the 2021 rankings and record. That way I can figure out seeding. So just FYI. So it's going to be fun.
Okay, Mr. Czar.
I like that. Let's go to break. When we get back, I got some fun topics for both of you to answer and questions.
All right.
So get ready, Maddie. No, it's not going to require 2 wieners, I promise. But before we go, Maddie, could you tell everybody about the ciabattas over at Big Boy?
Yes, I can. Ciabattas, summer salads, hand-dip shakes, all at Big Boy. Try a chicken club, chicken cordon bleu, or a sunrise ham and cheddar, all on their grilled ciabatta bread. You can even keep it light with the Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, or Greek salad. And don't forget to cool off with a nice hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer just got better at Big Boy.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Hey, Scott from the Woodward Bet Show. Hey, sorry about that. Gave you 2 stinkers yesterday. But we'll get hot. We'll get right back on it here in a second. But first, you guys got to download that app, oddstrader.com. Listen, it's got live scoring, play-by-play updates, and it's the best place to check all the odds at the sports books right in the palm of your hand. Hey, let's get back to getting hot. We need some more fun coupons. Fun coupons are what we're here after. But listen, we're going to roll with the White Sox. Tigers, 6-20. In their last 26 games in Chicago. Dylan Cease owns the Tigers. We're just going to roll with that. OddsTrader.com. Woodward Bets. Check it out.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us. Hop on the YouTube chat. Slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
At Alta, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. If you've got a big project coming up, Alta Rents has got you covered. Give them a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment, where uptime matters.
You think Avila sucks dick?
Yes.
No, like actually.
Yes.
Like physically.
Yes.
Two-handed,
Where?
like Terry showed us earlier.
Yes, from the side.
Where the hell did this come out of? Just decided to bring it up?
I kind of went into like a trance a little bit. I was just thinking, how the hell this guy still has a job? He either has like
You were
nudes.
just daydreaming about Alabama
Yeah, you were-
sucking dick.
Yeah, honestly, I was. I have no
love that
shame.
for you.
I have no
Came to your
shame.
mind?
I have no shame. I don't care. I'm just telling you guys again. I say what I think
Well,
and
we
what
know
I feel.
you don't care, but
All right, I don't
we're
care at
just
all.
wondering why that came to your mind. That's all.
I'll tell you why. I'm trying to comprehend why he's still in the job.
You know why? Because Chris Ilitch loves him.
Either he's giving Chris Ilitch some grade A blowjobs, or he's got nudes. Black man. I don't know what he has on Chris Ilitch.
I'd go with the nudes.
Maybe
think
dressed up
Alvio
as a
has
clown
nudes?
naked and he has pictures. I don't know. I don't know.
Or maybe he respects him for what he did in Florida.
What did he do in Florida?
He helped with the Marlins win a World Series.
Oh, that's
a long time ago.
I contributed as much to the Marlins winning the World
ago.
Series as Avila did.
That's what Chris Ilitch said. I'm just going by Chris Ilitch.
No, that makes sense because
Right?
that's what idiots do. Idiots are like, hey, you won a World Series 25 years ago. Can you never pass you by?
Very,
Idiots
very
called
pleased.
change.
But you know
dummy.
what? Let me tell you something. In defense of Chris Ilitch, guess who else used to be like that?
Mr. Ilitch?
Mike Ilitch. Mike Ilitch he got the same criticism as Chris Ilitch. Didn't want to spend, didn't want to win, only cared about the Red Wings, and then don't like to brag, but I wrote the story, an interview with Mike Ilitch saying he's going to change that.
Sounds like you're bragging, Terry.
I am.
Good.
I just I don't like to, but I
Good.
do.
We want to see you brag. Tell them all the stories you wrote.
No, I had an interview with Mike Ilitch in his palatial office at Comerica Park. He said he was going to spend more. I didn't believe him, so I kept asking him.
Yeah, probably
He
didn't.
said, Terry, I said I'm going to do it. I'm like, all right. So then he started doing it. And to me, it makes no sense to be chintzy with the Detroit
No, it
Tigers.
doesn't.
Because people will show up. People got pissed because the Tigers moved from Tiger Stadium to Comerica Park. They got over it.
Yeah.
If you spend and have a team, it doesn't even have to be World Series contenders, but if they're contending for a playoff spot, that park will have at least 35, 36,000 rather than the 20,000 they're getting now.
They're getting that NFL money now with Little Caesars, official pizza of the
what?
National Football League.
I don't understand the whole NFL and pizza thing, because first they had
Papa John's.
And that pizza sucked.
Yeah, not very good.
Yeah, Papa John's blows.
Yeah.
And
wow.
Now it's Little
Straight
Caesars.
to it. Yeah, now it's Little Caesars.
Which one is worse, Little Caesars or Papa
Papa
John's?
John's. I hate Papa John's.
Okay.
Yeah, probably Papa John's.
So if you have a bad pizza, hook up with the NFL. That seems to be the lesson to me. You like Little Caesars, brother?
He probably doesn't even know what Little Caesars is.
Adam
He probably doesn't even know what it is.
No, I've had it.
You've never had a super slice?
It's not good. Only at the games. It's only good at the games.
Wait,
It
yeah.
is good at the games.
$10.
Yeah, are we talking?
It's delicious, actually.
Terry,
at the
we talking
games.
about
It's
at
not
the
good
game or
anywhere
Little
else.
Caesars like
There's
the
no
store?
chain.
Little Caesars
If you
in general.
order
Okay.
and you order like a deep dish pizza, that's like
No, even if it's, I'm not talking about just hot and ready. It's just not good.
no, hot and ready's are trash.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
just
no,
like
no.
caramel.
Even their pizza in general. So Pizza Hut sucks too. That's why they're out of
Pizza Hut
business.
is terrible.
Pizza Hut sucks.
But no matter where I get
Little
pizza from, I
Caesars
always
sucks
go to
outside
Jets
of the
for
stadium. The
ranch.
stadium, it's
Yeah.
like honestly
That's
like
I
my
like
favorite
Pizza Hut
pizza.
better than Little Caesars.
I don't know. They both suck. Hungry
Pizza-
Howie's was the OG back in the day.
I like Hungry Howie's.
Hungry Howie's.
Aren't they
You
the
know what?
official pizza of the
Hungry Howie's
Lions?
is
Somebody on my
awful.
Twitter just told me they'll send me pizza from Hungry Howie's, so
Oh, there you go.
maybe. we'll
Terry,
get
aren't they the
Hungry Howie's.
official
Well, how
pizza of the
many-
Lions?
Do you need to take down?
Yeah, Hungry Howie's
Hungry
is
Howie's?
official. Yeah.
I don't
I
even
tell you
know
what
the
the
guy.
worst pizza is. Dolly's.
Oh.
Dolly's. What is that?
I've never had
Dolly's is a pizza place. They got several locations, including one by my house,
Where the hell do you live?
West Bloomfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not that.
Wait, is that the one that's at the bowling alley?
No, it's not.
There's an all-star bowling.
Yes, I know what you're talking about,
The
but they don't
pizza
have the
place
Dolly.
that's like inside that bowling alley is
Oh, it's
to die
good.
for.
I've never
Okay.
had that.
So good. That's where my bowling league is.
Oh,
Ah.
I'm gonna have to come watch your bowls.
Yeah,
one
it's
time.
over right now, but when the next one starts,
When do you start in the fall?
I don't know. I'll just.
Oh, okay. That's-
4 minutes from the crib. If I have nothing to do on a Wednesday,
Saturdays.
Saturday,
Okay.
watch Molly. Watch Mally. I don't even know her name. Watch Maddie Bowl. What's your name again?
Maddie.
Maddie.
You forgot people's names already?
I'm just to
It's
get
okay,
excited.
I think
Not
the
very
best
memorable,
pizza. I think the
so-
best pizza in town right now
What is it?
by the slice. I'm not sure. I haven't had sliced pizza enough,
by
but
the slice.
like
Slice.
people that only sell by the slice.
Not many people do that. It's very rare to get pizza by the slice.
Have you ever been to Greektown? What's that place in Greektown?
Pizza Popolis.
No, there's another one.
What
They
about
only
like
serve
Brooklyn
slices.
pizza? Where's that rank for you?
Is it called the Greek something?
I don't know. Whatever it is. The point is,
You've been to Greektown?
Wow.
Well, he has. He did the NFL draft last year, so he's
Right,
been to
that's the only reason he
Greektown.
was there.
Yeah, because we had a draft party last year. That's probably it, right? Other
2
than that,
years
you never
ago,
been to
he said,
Greektown?
Adam, let's go to Greektown. Where's that?
Yeah, he's like, where's Greektown? Is that in Greece? No, dumbass, it's in Michigan.
I tell you who has a very good slice, and you need to go. Eastern Market.
Ah, classic.
Supino's.
Costco has the best pizza slices.
Costco.
No, stop it.
I'm just joking.
You've been to Costco?
Yeah, you know what Costco is?
Shut the hell up.
Costco membership?
He
Yeah,
looks
you
like
got
a
a
Sam's
membership.
Club guy.
How about y'all go fuck yourselves? We're gonna go to break when
I
we get
definitely
back.
will not be doing that.
When we get back, Maddie will, don't worry. When we get back, mailbag time. Get your questions in the chat. But before we do, Maddie, I got to tell everybody at home about MyBookie. Bet from anywhere, anytime using MyBookie. Sign up today if you haven't already using promo code Woodward. MyBookie.com for all your game day bets. Make sure you place them on MyBookie. And as always, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risk, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
Glad that we can finally start trying to get the stigma off of mental health that's been there for all these years.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Well, guys, if I'm not pissing off Adam, I am getting a tan at Chili Peppers Tanning. That's the best place to get your tan on. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals on unlimited tanning. I don't even know what I'm about to say. Chili Peppers, they've got the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans. Hey, you missed your cue. Fish?
Chili Peppers tan? I'm too busy getting this guy angry. Chili Peppers tan?
Fish is the company known jackass.
Well, guess what? It's mailbag time.
It is mailbag time.
In the chat.
What's the best kind of pizza? Is it Detroit, Chicago, New York? What is it? All right,
We've
first
had
of all,
this debate
I think
80
it's New
times.
York.
First
Why
of all-
the frick are we talking about this?
first of all, Chicago pizza is not pizza.
No,
and whoever
it's
says it
really
is,
good.
go
Hold
fuck
on.
your mothers.
Then I'm-
it's not pizza.
Shut up,
It's
Ben. It's really
not
good.
pizza. It's lasagna.
Well, I like
it's
it.
lasagna. It's not even pizza.
It's got crust. It's got cheese.
It's got
sauce.
I'm fine if
it's
you're
got
saying it's
toppings.
lasagna, I
That's
still
pizza.
like it.
Hello.
It's disgusting. It's lasagna.
Have you had it?
Detroit style pizza is also trash. Deep dish
Wow.
pizza is good.
Okay.
New York style is the best.
Yeah, New York style's the best. New York's number one, hands down.
I
not
love
even
deep dish
close.
pizza, but deep dish and Detroit are not the frickin' same, so don't even.
Yeah, they're
come
not.
at
They're
me with
different.
that.
No, some of that New York pizza just tastes like burnt crust.
Well,
Not
then you're
good.
not going to the right
Yeah,
place.
what places are you going to? Because there are places that make it like.
All right.
Yeah, no,
Next
and
question.
some places make it a sucks too.
Next
Well,
question.
you ordered the wrong places.
I
Klomp sauce
sticking
agrees.
with Detroit style.
It's bread lasagna. You can't convince me
bread
otherwise.
lasagna.
Anyways,
it's-
Chicago
have
style
you-
sucks. Yes, Matthew. Yes.
Have you had Chicago style?
Shut the hell up, Fish.
Okay, thanks for answering my
What's
question.
the worst stadium you've
Appreciate
ever
that.
been in?
The worst stadium?
Yes.
Professional?
Yes. Or collegiate. High school, doesn't matter.
High school.
Yeah, where have I hated?
High school stadiums are nice.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
most of them.
No, I'm not going to
most of them are
include high
nice.
school stadiums because they don't have that much money.
Also,
But,
most of them are like the same.
The worst stadium / arena I've ever been to was Key Arena, which is no longer.
I thought you were gonna say MSG.
That's in my top 10.
Do you have a top 5 list of worst stadiums?
I never thought about it, but I probably do. I tell you, overrated stadiums.
Okay.
Madison Square Garden
Okay.
is overrated. The Fabulous Forum, when it was open, was
Is
overrated.
that the Bulls?
No, that
No,
was
that's LA.
LA.
down-
Okay.
Laker girls. You know what? Chicago Stadium sucked.
Okay.
Wrigley?
I hated that. It was loud.
What?
Is Fenway Park overrated?
It's no. I'm gonna say it's so unique
Okay.
that I kind of liked it.
Have you been to Wrigley Field? Do you like Wrigley
I've
Field?
never been to Wrigley Field.
Oh, you got. I've been to Wrigley Field. You got to go to Wrigley Field.
I've
Fuck
never
you
been-
both. I've been to Wrigley Field.
Oh.
What now, bitches? What now? 1-0. Well, you don't count.
Wow. Everyone except for Terry. Terry, we got to take you to Wrigley Field. Hey, can we do a Woodward sports trip to Wrigley Field? Because Terry's
No, fish.
No, when I moved my
Half the staff
Selena
would
to a
die
new
halfway
apartment
into
in
the
Chicago,
trip.
I wanted to go to Wrigleyville, but we had to move so much stuff that I was too tired to go. And the Cubs were not in town.
Purdue football or Northwestern football? Purdue.
Northwestern.
It's Casey. Question: Is Casey Mize our first pick of our tanking rebuild? If your answer is yes, then you expect our rebuild over just 3 seasons into the first rebuild pick. No. So let me explain how baseball works. In baseball, there's no salary cap, which means over a 6-year window, when you enter a rebuild, you're able to take on contracts and attract prospects to go into your system. That way, in 2-3 years, you're able to turn it around and also add talent through free agency. Not a hard concept. Draft well. Take on prospects for bad contracts when you can. Oh, and hit in free agency. Your first free agent signing, Eduardo Rodriguez, is like having sex with, I don't know, he's like gang-banging clowns right now. Nobody can get a hold of him. Not sure what the hell he's doing. Javi Baez sucks. He sucks. He's not even good. He sucks right now. And you backed up half of the Brinks truck for him, but you wouldn't do it for Carlos Correa over $10 million? Really? 4 years ago, the San Francisco Giants had the second worst record in baseball. Last season, they won 100 games. This year, they're on pace to win another 100 games. Yes, I expect a rebuild in baseball to take 3-4 years at the most. Yes, I do. And if you don't, fuck you.
Blue Jays did it.
If you don't think the Lions can turn it around in 2 to 3 years, fuck you. If you don't think the Pistons can turn it around in 4 to 5 years once they've gotten a superstar or star player like they have, fuck you. And if you think for a second that Steve Yzerman and the Detroit Red Wings can't turn it around in a 4 or 5 year period into a rebuild, I don't even need to say it. Next question. What other questions do we have in the chat?
Oh, you know what? Worst Big Ten stadium. You just mentioned it, Purdue.
Oh, is it?
But they've
Renovated?
upgraded it. Yeah, they renovated it. But
Good
I
for
went there.
them.
I thought I was in a high school stadium.
Northwestern's kind of
oh,
feels
I
like a
love
high
this
school
comment. You
stadium.
said draft well. Casey Mize, Alex Faedo, Scooble, Manning, Torque, Green. Just so you know, you dickhead.
Jeez.
Riley Green's the only player who's played, what, 15 games? Not even?
16?
It's
going to be 17 tonight.
17 tonight.
An NFL schedule.
Oh, yeah. It's worked out with Riley Green. He's already their best player. That's sad. Torkelson's struggling. Casey Mize, Tommy John surgery. Alex Faedo, they figured him out pretty quick. What's his ERA? Fucking 5?
Oh, boy.
Tarek Skubal, great start to the year. Now what? Where's Matt Manning? Where is he?
He's hurt. 16-day IL.
Maybe he's hanging out with Rodriguez.
Maybe he's fucking Joey Chestnut. I don't know. You
I like
point
how
to that.
Rodriguez, he won't talk to the club. I'm gone. Don't call. I'm not calling you. The second time this has happened in Detroit sports history where a player would not talk to the team.
Doesn't shock me.
It's a joke. It just is. I'm
Second
sorry.
that I know of.
You guys can make all the excuses you want, or how long something should take. Let me just educate you a little bit, just on life in general. It doesn't take less need, Sean McVay, time to figure shit out. It takes time for Matt Millen, Bob Quinn, dumb motherfuckers, losers. It takes time for losers to get things done because they fucking can't.
Jesus!
What is wrong with
That's
you?
it. I can't. I'm
Since
done
we're
with this.
going on a
Just a bunch of
Lord.
bitches.
Since
You
we're
don't
going on a
understand
swear
what winning
trade.
looks like. It takes everything and anything to win. You know what a winner looks like when they walk in the door. You allow these fat fucks to run your teams.
like this.
I'm done with this goddamn show. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Freaky Friday, whatever the hell we want to label it.
Since
you all
we're
have a good rest of your
swearing-
Thursday. Get that bitch shit out of this chat.
Since we're
done.
swearing today, Adam, fuck you.
We got to cut out half the show now because how much I've been swearing
Yeah,
today.
thank you for that.
Have a good day.
I was